and learn lessons from it. Then after creating the earth, he turned and he made his object heaven. He leveled them, brother. Isn't it beautiful interpretation? If you don't like this interpretation, I will give you the interpretation of the prophet cousin. This is the highest. I mean, this is the highest idiot. Allah then produced to mention, proceed to mention his blessing to them. He's saying, he is who created for you. He made suburban for you all that on earth, of best beast on plant, and other things as a blessing to him. Then he turned to the heaven. No boy. Shall we go to Ibn Kathir? Just to fill get the whole image. Okay, chapter 2, verse number 29. Ibn Kathir. And supposedly I'm not going to stay long, okay? All right. After Allah mentioned the proofs of his creation. This is the proofs, by the way. This is Allah debating in the stage. You see how he proved it? Okay, let me prove to you that I am the one who created the moon. Don't you see how the moon created by me? And like everybody now, like astonished, like wow. He just to prove it. All right. And they can witness in themselves as a proof of that. How they can witness? Muhammad, he spoke 1400 years ago to the Arab, and they can witness that Allah is, look at this witnessing. Okay, he is created for you that all on earth. Then he went and he made them 7 heaven. Okay. And he made them 7 heaven. Okay, let's see. And then he quote for us again another verse in the Quran. Do verily the disbelievers disbelieve in him who created the earth in 2 days and revived, blah 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 blah. This ayat indicate that Allah started the creation by creating the earth. Then he made the heaven. Do you see it? This is the Big Bang. Hey Muslim, this is the Big Bang. Why you lie to people? Why you lie to the? I mean, the atheists, they will laugh at you. They will die laughing. If I go to more like in this video of Zakir Naik, I mean, what this guy here? Why we need to lie in order to prove our belief? The serious question now, as long as we prove that this is all is a fraud, why they lie? Brother and sister, do you know that the Quran is the only book who proved that the earth is not flat? What? The Quran did that. Go, Zakir. Zuzu.
It was in 1577 when Sir Francis Drake, he sailed around the earth, that he proved that the earth was spherical. What you came to know in 1577 is already mentioned in the Quran 1400 years ago in Surah Naziyat, chapter number 79, verse number 30, where it's mentioned, وَالْأَرْضَ بَعْدَ ذَلِكَ دَحَاهَا. And thereafter, we have made the earth egg-shaped. The Arabic word dahaha, one of its meaning is an expanse, and the earth is an expanse. The other meaning is derived from the Arabic word duya, which means an egg. And we know...
Okay, hold on. Guys, I want you to go to every single dictionary in Arabic. You will not find what this idiot he is saying. It is actually the opposite. He made it flat. Daha is an action, which means it's a, it's a verb. It's not even description. Dahaha, he made it flat. And if you go right now and read all the Islamic translation, and he will say to you in the shape of an egg,
that the earth on which we live is not completely round like a ball. It is flattened from the pole and bulging from the center. It is geospherical in shape.
I cannot believe that this donkey is in this stage. I want everybody, including every Muslim, to go and read every interpretation for this verse and find me one, just one, says what he is saying. All of them, they say flat. I want you in the same time to go to every translation of the Quran and find me where any of them says that he made it like an egg. It says the opposite. But just to show you how stupid this guy, isn't it him who he just said that he believed in the Big Bang? So how we are quoting this stupid verse? This is what the Big Bangs teach. If we change every single translation, we will not find anywhere it says what this guy said. And then you need to ask yourself, okay, why the Muslim don't say what he just said? I mean, why they are hiding it if this is what it is? And look at the lies when they say he expanded the earth. I mean, how you can expand the earth? False translation. He made the earth flat. So not a single translation say what he said, because this is a lie. This is absolutely false. Not anyone in the world he will agree with this. It's a joke. Actually, the first one who come with this is a kid who was trying to refute me in YouTube, and this stupid Zakir Naik, he took it. And if we go and read the interpretation for this verse, we will see it says clearly, he made it flat. Let us go. This is chapter 79, verse number 30. 79. Why the Arab, why the scholars, why the cousin of Muhammad, why Muhammad did not understand the Quran correctly, but Zakir Naik, he know the Arabic, but he didn't speak Arabic. Brother, the Quran says, the Quran says, oh, brother. Okay, yeah, true story. Let us see what the real scholars they say. This is the cousin of Muhammad, and after he spread the earth, even then he spread it on water. He spread the earth. He did not make it in the shape of an egg, you idiot. He made it like a carpet. Let us go to Al-Jalalain. You will see the word flat, literally. And after that, he spread out the earth and he made it flat. Why none of the Islamic scholar he come with the shape of an egg and etc.? Because this is not the Arabic word for such a thing. This guy is an idiot, he's a donkey, and anyone who speaks Arabic, he can get him busted. And not only that, I challenge anyone, I challenge any Muslim to show me one Islamic interpretation made by a scholar, not people on YouTube, saying what this guy said. Here we go, this is Al-Jalalain, this is Ibn Abbas. Let us go to Ibn Kathir. What about Ibn Kathir? Do Ibn Kathir says that this word mean the earth, he make it like a ball? By the way, remember, Ibn Kathir is a person who came 800 years after Muhammad, which mean way more educated than those ignorant. And he was like today, was a YouTuber in his time. So he was making books to defend Islam, not to prove it, not to explain Islam actually. And don't forget that here in chapter 79, we have a contradiction for chapter number 41. If you don't understand what I'm saying, just to print the two chapters and try to write the creation in the order. Which one was created first? And right away you will see that the one who wrote the Quran is literally an idiot. What? In Ibn Kathir there's what? Did they skip those verses? Or maybe here. Read carefully with me. It already been mentioned previously in Surah Hamim as-Sajda that the earth was created before the heaven was created. Do you see it? The Big Bang, huh? Hey Muslim, do you see it? But it was only spread out after the creation of the heaven. Do you see spread out? Somebody teach Ibn Kathir some Arabic for the sake of the shin of Allah. So the word flat suddenly become a shape of an egg. What a big scam. I mean, we can keep going. Just to make it simple, you know, the Quran is a book of history too. Forget about the Big Bang. I mean, who in the world come with a name like this? Zul Qarnayn, the man, the one with the two horns, not the man. We do not know if he's a man or not. Maybe it's a cow. Any Muslim can tell me what is that? Is that a human? Because I never heard that a human he have two horns. Any Muslim can tell me? Who is this guy? Dhul Qarnayn, not Dhul Qarnayn. Who is this? Is that a human? It's a cow. Look, they don't even translate they keep it. They think it's a name. Look. They did not translate. They say Dhul Qarnayn, but this is it's the one with the two horns. Who's that? Is that a human? Is that a beast? So there's a creature. He have two horns, and by the way, according to this story here, according to the Muslim story, science, brother, this person, he believed in Allah, and he came to his people, and he told them to believe in Allah. They hit him with the hammer in his head. Boing! He died. Before he died, a horn come in his head. Allah resurrected him, brother. So now he have one horn. He came again to his people to teach them about Islam and Allah. They hit him again in the hammer in the other side of his head. Boing! And then another horn come from his head. And Allah resurrect him again. Hey Muslims, am I making up stories, or this is what it says in your books? Science, huh? And this person, he found where the sun set, brother. Where the sun set, brother, he found it sitting in a spring of murky water. You ask Zakir Naik, how in the world the Quran says such a thing? The sun set in the murky water. He said to you, brother Fitar, this is according to the perspective of Dhul Qarnayn. Like, what the heck? Where it says that in the verse? In the verse, the Jewish, they challenged Muhammad to tell them about a prophet. His name is Dhul Qarnayn. They tricked him. The stupid, he believed it. He thought he's a prophet. This is Alexander the Great. He wear a hat, have two horns, donkey. Muhammad, he made him a prophet. He made him a Muslim prophet. But all of us, we knew that this guy is a bisexual. And he's a pagan. So brother and sister, they are asking the Prophet about Zulkarnain. I will tell you about him who is talking Allah. We verily established for him. Allah is giving the power. Allah, he sent him in a mission. He's a Muslim on earth, and we gave him the ways and the means, all ends, that's it. One such a way he followed, until when he reached the setting of the sun, the setting place of the sun, he found it set in a spring of murky water. Zakir Naik, he says, this is according to the prescription of whatever. The sound is bad. Is my sound, guys, is bad? Is my microphone is bad? Maybe because the fan is on. Who have a problem with my voice? Hello? If you have a problem with my voice, I'm going to make for you some noise. Hello? Yeah, I think you are the only one who have a problem. So here is the science again, and they try to find an excuse, but Muhammad always, he got them busted. If we go to the hadith, we will find Muhammad explain this verse. Did this guy, he thought this is what the verse saying, or he saw and Allah reporting what he saw? We go to the hadith, we find Muhammad, he agreed that this is where the sun set. Read carefully. Not Zakir Naik, not those potatoes and those idiots. Muhammad, he says, this is a companion of Muhammad, his name, the father of the ants, Abu Dhar. I was sitting behind the messenger of Allah, who was riding a donkey while the sun was setting. He asked, do you know where this set? I replied, Allah and his apostle know best. He said it's set in a spring of warm water. So they lie and they say this is how he thought. It says, Zakir Naik says, when you see the sun go in the sea, you think the sun is going in the sea. You eat it. It says a spring of murky water. Spring. Do you see the word sea in the verse in the Quran? Anywhere it says sea. What's wrong with you? Where we can find the word sea? Ocean. Anywhere it says a spring. Idiot. I'm not going to keep you longer. Just I wanted to share with you some science and who is the author of the Quran. The answer of a Christian prince for who is the author of the Quran. He is a certified idiot, ignorant in history, who he think Mary, she is sister of Aaron, who he think that Mary, she is the daughter of Imran, which is the father of Moses, who he think Haman was exist in the time of the Pharaoh, who he think that Pharaoh is the name of the king of Egypt, and this is the name of his family, who he think that the sun set in murky water, who he think that the sperm coming from the backbone, and the women have a sperm coming from her ribs, who he think that the earth is a flat, who he think, but he think as an idiot. So my answer for the claim, your God is an idiot, and it doesn't matter who is the author of the Quran. Whoever it is, he is a certified idiot in every meaning of the word idiot. I think you should be proud about such an idiot. With this, I want to say thank you for being here. May the Lord bless you, and we will try to be back soon, live on air. Don't forget, you can subscribe to our channel always, and you can unsubscribe if you don't like it, which is very good, doesn't hurt me. However, if you like to be updated about when we go, because usually YouTube don't send a notification. I don't know why. You figure it out. People don't notice that I am live on air until almost we are done. So subscribe to our Patreon, and there is a guy, he gave me a link. Hold on. There's a guy who is making a video, a cartoon, and I promised him to share his cartoon with you, so you can go to his channel and support him. He is trying his best to make a cartoon, and I know those cartoons, they take a lot of work, by the way. Those cartoons are not easy to make. So this is the link for this cartoon. I don't know if it worked. Let me know. Support this person, subscribe to him. And until we see you soon again, Christ is Lord. And we found finally the author of the Quran. It is Mr. Bean, the idiot. His name is Allah. He is the one who sent the man with the two horns to find where the sun set. And he found where the sun rise to. And then he built a dam between the Gog and Magog and the human being. And now Gog and Magog, they cannot come to us because they are behind the dam. And until we find the dam, I see you in Amsterdam. Take care. Takbir. See you. God bless you all. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh boy. What a stupid religion. It's not even good for recycling. Oh, the microphone is on.